All right. Well, don't get so crazy yet. But I think that somebody got whacked. Yes. Welcome to another news. I am your host, Mike Russell. Thanks for hanging out. This is it's a terrible story. It's a frightening story, but it happened this morning in Manhattan as a healthcare CEO on his way to a meeting talking, I believe, about a merger, got whacked outside of his hotel room. This has nothing to do with being in New York, New York City and all that. This has all the hallmarks of a hit. Check this out.
Terrifying for those who were in Midtown at the same time. This happening shortly before 7 o'clock this morning on 54th Street, the side entrance to the Hilton Hotel. And what we have learned is that, according to multiple sources, was a targeted attack on a man, a 50-year-old CEO of United Healthcare. Let me give you.
So United Healthcare, if any of you have United Healthcare insurance, this guy's the CEO, 50 years old. He's a CEO. He was shot in the back. Yeah, was shot directly in the chest, right? Just right. I mean, he did. Yeah.
Look here behind me. This is the location where police are still here actively holding down this scene.
No reason to.
The victim, 50-year-old Brian Thompson. He's been CEO of United Healthcare since 2021. This is a massive company providing insurance for some 29 million people.
100% got whacked.
The attacker described as wearing a black mask, having a gray backpack on, and wearing either a black or cream jacket after firing multiple shots.
A black or cream jacket? Thanks for narrowing that one down. It was one of the big small ones. Oh, yeah. He was a tall, short guy. Yeah, he's definitely a black-white dude. Yeah.
He then ran off into the alley northbound next to the Ziegfeld Theater. There were obviously many people around at this time of the morning, people getting their morning coffee, commuting, tourists. I mean, this is the day when the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is being lit. It is a time of the year when tourists are in town. This particular man was in town for an investors meeting, is what we are learning.
Yes, he was.
And somebody walked up to him and shot him in the chest. He
literally
died
a hit.
Short time later, despite being taken to Mount.
Okay, that's enough. Literally a hit. This is, again, I believe in coincidences. I've just never seen one. This is just this will come out. Trust me, the 4chan dudes are already on it, all over it. Figure out why the heck this guy got whacked. He did in broad daylight, got smashed. And the reason why I know it's a hit, and Grizz, by the way, the answer to your question earlier was Go Show, just straight Go Show. The reason I know it was a hit, and I know he got whacked, the shooter, the alleged shooter, fled down an alleyway. Never to be seen again. Don't have no idea he's in a black or a cream jacket. I don't know. He's one of those white black dudes, maybe Hispanic. Like, no one. I mean, come on. New York. Manhattan is notorious for surveillance. There's cameras everywhere. If they wanted to, and this was not a hit, would know where he left from, his house, apartment, whatever, where he bought the gun, how many steps he took to get to homeboy, how many shots he fired from what firearm, and exactly who this person was by 30 minutes after the time the shooting happened. Nope. Oh, gee, he just got away. He just escaped. Guys are so sick. Yeah. He escaped. Come on. It's as dumb as, and I think we're over it as we the people. It's as dumb as a dude that could swim paddleboarding with a friend in 3.5, 4 feet of water outside of Obama's house and drown. Yeah, I believe that. The partner, he was, this is the Obama chef. The partner that he was paddleboarding with didn't report it, didn't call authorities. Nope. Didn't do any of that. They only discovered him when his body washed ashore, and that's when they found out that somebody had drowned and died. 3 feet of water. He's 6 foot something. Yeah. Again, I don't believe in coincidences. I've just never seen one. He probably got Clinton, Jim. I have no problem with that. I seriously do not deny that. Some of that high level. Dude's a year older than me. That's scary as hell. Yeah. Sorry, it didn't work. Okay, don't worry about it. Hold tight. I'll call Jason Grizz. We're talking about candy coolers on the last show. So Grizz, sorry about that. Here we go, Grizz. Yeah, buddy, I'll get you a code that works. So I will let you know. United Health insured person who was denied a claim. Some of the nefarious reason. I doubt it. And the reason why I say I doubt that, Rhonda, is because see here, let's get back to this here. Let me see what I can do. Nobody knows who the hell that guy is. I had United Healthcare for your husband has United Healthcare. I don't know if I just flashed a picture in front of him and he'd be like, yep, that's the CEO. Who knows? And maybe as an employee, yes. But me as someone who had United Healthcare and had claims denied from United Healthcare, I wouldn't know who the hell this guy is. I really wouldn't know. I wouldn't know where he's staying. I wouldn't know that he was staying in a Manhattan hotel. I would have no idea. He would have to have insider information, or it is an insider, and they should be, yeah. Unreal. Wendy Williams and Beyonce. The hell happened to Queen Bee? Queen Bee got her comeuppance. I think she was just announced yesterday as the most influential artist of all time or something stupid like that. Because there's the conspiracy theory going around that everybody has to acknowledge Queen Bee. Mm-hmm. He might have been part of the tree. Who knows? He might have been part of the Clinton tree. Yeah. It's going to come out. But it's absolutely brazen. And speaking of healthcare, I want to show you this because I think it's important. Well, I'm not going to show you to. I'm going to talk to you about it. I told you we'd talk a little bit about how healthcare has just the cost has just gone through the roof. After Obamacare was not healthcare reform. It was health insurance reform. It was a kickback to these insurance companies, a huge kickback to these insurance companies. It was a fraud. It made healthcare more expensive. And here's one of the reasons. It was also a jobs program. Do you understand since 1975, 50 years, the amount of doctors that we have in this country has increased by 350%. Sounds right. Yeah, sounds good. Like, okay, yeah, there's a little more people. We need more doctors. Everything's good. I think it's a good thing. Okay. Administrators, 4,300%. 4,300%. When HIPAA took over, it went nuts. When HIPAA took over, it just started flying. Your healthcare cost has nothing to do with your doctor's BMW. Doesn't. As a matter of fact, the insurance that doctors pay are absolutely, it's absurd. So this is a interesting that is why that's why healthcare costs so much, and that they can get away billing the insurance whatever the hell they want to bill. Doctors are drug pushers. Amen to that, brother, and especially at the VA. I will call out the VA on that, left, right, center. I have no problem. As much as I love veterans, as much as I love some of the benefits the VA provides, drug pushers, drug dealers, the biggest drug organization in the nation. Forget about Pfizer, forget about Moderna. The biggest drug dealers in the United States are the VA. Sick of it. It's disgusting. Here, a pill. Take a pill. You're good. Take a pill. Yeah. Who was the first doctor that changed 1 cent aspirin to $100? Yeah. Then everyone just keep going. Yeah. And then I need 5 people in administrative costs. I need 5 people to place that claim. I need 2 people on my side, on the doctor side, and then I need 3 people on the insurance side. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn, we were talking about the dead CEO, and then we just kind of moved on to why healthcare is so damn expensive right now. It's expensive because we had a 4,000+% increase in administrators and only a 300-ish% increase in doctors in the last 50 years. I'm sad I know why that's 50 because A, that's when that doctor was born and we're basically the same age. That's why. I mean, I'm sorry, the CEOs. I said, should have partied at the VA in college. For real. I got free drugs over here. Yeah. I've said it before and I'll say it again, says Rhonda. If your doctor is pushing a pill, really looking at your health, you don't have a doctor, you have a drug dealer. Agreed. And guys, I'll be very personal with you. I hide nothing from you guys, and I hope you really know that. I think you're really personal about the divorce all the way through that because it's just why drone on about my problems. I'll tell you this. I do see a therapist. And because I see a therapist, because I got to deal with me. I'm a pain in the ass. I am. So I do see a therapist. When I lost my insurance after getting booted unceremoniously from my heart, I had to look into something. So I found a group that pay cash rates. First one, I was like, okay. It's all online and stuff like that, which I think is great. I'm a huge telehealth person. All online, good, fantastic. Everything's good there. Second one, immediately asked me how my sleep was. And I'm like, I don't sleep a ton, but I mean, a lot of that's me, staying up watching, stuff with Queen Bee or whatever, or going out and doing whatever. It's not that I can't sleep. I can sleep. I just don't sleep a lot. I have a prescription I'm sending in for you. The hell? And by the way, I told you I suffer from migraines. You said the biggest side effect for this medication is migraines. Drug dealer. I'm with you, Rhonda. As a matter of fact, I didn't take one. I just got the text from Walmart this morning saying that the Walmart pharmacy saying, hey, time to refill it. I'm like, how about no? We're good. Don't need to refill that. Third one, perfect. Been rolling for a few weeks. Been having a good time. So anyway, so that's that. But anyway, it is the drug pushing thing. Sleep. What's that? Scotty, I tell you, you'll sleep when you die. I've gone about that forever, ever. You'll sleep when you die. Unfortunately, not sleeping will most likely make you die. Earlier, let's go. Speaking of administrators and a bunch of BS, the administration seems to be the Dems. Please understand, they have. I saw clips of, and I could bring them. Biden in Africa, his money laundering scheme out there, the $1 billion, absolutely getting pushed around by world leaders because he literally physically because he didn't know where to go and he was completely lost. I can show you a video of that. It's boring. Him talking about choo-choo trains to world leaders. It's literally embarrassing. But what's happening while he's gone is the bureaucrats, and we're going to get to this in a minute, the bureaucrats that are running the place, the unelected bureaucrats that are running the place, did this. And they have to say the Biden administration because he's just a scapegoat. Now, everything's just Biden did it, Biden did it, Biden did it, Biden did it. Ready for this? A Biden administration appointee has agreed to lock in hybrid work protections for tens of thousands of Social Security staff, part of a slew of organized labor efforts that complicate President-elect Donald Trump's efforts to reshape the federal workforce. The American Federation of Government Employees, the American Federation of Government Employees, a union representing 42,000 Social Security Administration workers. You want to know why Social Security ain't going to be around? 42,000 Social Security administrators reached an agreement with the agency last week that will protect telework to 2029 in an updated contract. It says that the outgoing SSA commissioner said it will let workers, quote, maintain current levels of telework. So 42,000 government workers can stay home, work in their jammies, and that's totally okay. Let me give you the caveat on that. This is all preemptive. It is a very preemptive move by the Democrats. It's nothing to do with the Biden administration. It's nothing to do with Biden at all. Everything to do with the Democrats trying to squash everything that Trump says he's going to do. Which is why Trump keeps saying what he's going to do, because these moves make him look like jackhats. Anyway, I'm all about telework. I am. I'm not on the fence about this. I believe in telework. I believe in telemedicine. There's a time and a place. Here's the deal. If I pay you $50,000 a year to do a job in your cubicle in downtown Phoenix, and you switch to telework and you jump on the union and you say, oh, union, we all got to do telework, for the next 5 years. Okay. You now make less. There you go. Go work somewhere else then. Go work somewhere else. That's the thing. That's the beautiful part of this. I believe that part of this agreement, I don't think there was a compensation agreement. That Doge can come in and just be like, okay, you work from home, get half your rate. We'll find someone else that'll work for half the rate or want to come in for your full salary. Either way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Alfred, what we got here? Let's see. Yeah. dude, Alfred, God bless it. God bless you. I'm telling you. Rob and I had a guy on air. It's one of our last shows at KTAR, and we had a kid on who was just suicidal. The VA would not see him that day. Hey, God, come in next Wednesday. He's like, I don't trust myself to be alone. Come in next Wednesday. You don't have an appointment. That started my look-sees into the VA. That and when Obama came here, it was the VA, the whole the scheduling thing they had going on, the whole scheduling scam. And Obama came to visit the VA, and quite literally, my buddy Cooper was standing outside ready to ask questions. Drove by in the presidential motorcade just to look at it. Boom, back to Air Force One, back to Sky Harbor, gone. Yep. Yes. Stop a multi-generational Ponzi scheme. Social Security is a multi-generational Ponzi scheme. Hands down, bar none. Oh my gosh. Every year, dude. Hey. And I'm not saying that nothing is wrong with that. Every single thing is wrong with that. It's not that different outside of the VA, though. It's not that different. I had my second brain surgery because I had to tell people, I said, what they did to my skull the first time is not right. Something is wrong. Nope, everything's fine. No, I'm telling you, everything's fine. So same thing. I had to go to 5 doctors. 3 of them were the top 3 surgeons at Barrow Neurological Institute. All of them said, everything's good. You good, dude. Don't worry about it. It's just in your head. Went to an independent doctor, and he was a Dr. Sharma, God bless you. And he said, oh, we got to go in and fix that. I said, okay. Went in and fixed it. Pulled out the old stuff, put in the new. They 3D printed, by the way, a third of my head. Pretty cool is that, right? I know. Get the Cousin Eddie jokes. Get them out if you want to. Go ahead. I got you. The part's not going to go right. I know them all. He said there was 0 structural integrity of your skull. He said if you were hitting your skull, you'd be dead. If you got hit your skull with a helmet, you'd be dead. That's almost 0 integrity. And everybody told me everything was fine. So I'm with you on that. I remember that. Yeah. Grizz, you remember that show? We actually had the VA, the head of the VA, call our station. It got that far up. And he said, well, I don't care where the guy is. We're sending a car for him right now. Yeah. He's still alive. We see him around. He's good. Real House Husbands of Phoenix. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, the VA is an absolute mess. An absolute mess. The doctor never does listen, Truman. They don't. Rob Russell, we can build him faster, stronger, more Russell-y. I do like that. Yeah, they definitely built me more Russell-y. Because now I'm like, what? I don't remember. We were supposed to be where? Where did that button go again? Yes, they built me very more Russell-y. Let me tell you that much. I don't know about the faster and stronger part. Maybe a quicker wit. I kid. So, yeah, we have a bureaucracy on both sides. The VA is the worst because the VA is what we promised you. The VA is what we promised you. Lifetime health care is what we committed to you. We promised you that. Nobody promised me that because I wasn't in the military. Nobody promised me that. So my frustrations are just my frustrations. Now I have to have frustrations on top of that, knowing that y'all are going through this when we the people, promise veterans, we got you. And what they become is the biggest drug dealing organization in the world. You can forget the cartels. Cartels are just nothing compared to these guys. Every day. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I appreciate you, Grizz. Thank you very much for the kind words. He needed help, and we had a microphone, and we just used it. Fortunately, I didn't have 2 turntables and a microphone. I just had a microphone. Oh well. I was actually just filling in. I was filling in for Carrie that day. I wasn't even on Rob's show. I was like, I'll fill in. Oh, let's go do it. Yeah. Gosh, we got in trouble for that. Let's see. Doctors invest so much time and money in getting. Oh, yeah. This is good. This is a good point. Yeah. That's idle. Many refuse to learn anything new and admit that they're wrong because they don't have to. They have malpractice insurance, and most of it's just guesswork, and they know it. So it's like, okay, here's what we do when somebody's in pain. We give them a pill. Somebody's nauseous, we give them anti-nausea medicine. We don't look into their diet. We're just, oh, you're nauseous a lot, huh? Yeah, not asking the person. I eat a family-sized bag of Fritos every single day, and my stomach hurts. Oh, let me give you anti-nausea medicine. Just take this before breakfast every morning. Oh. Doge time at the VA. I'm glad that's a beautiful segue there, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks with that, the solid back joke. Not a lot of people get that. Yeah. It's the Jigsaw Jazz and the Jet Fresh Flow. A lot of people grab that one. That one's a tough one, the Jigsaw Jazz and the Jet Fresh Flow. And people say where it's at. Got it all. Anyway, enough of this. Enough of this. Speaking of Doge, how about this? There's actually a new Doge stooge from the Democrat side. How about that? Let's go check him out. Let's see what Jig Tapper has to say.
You think that, if you think that Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk might be good at this? I mean, obviously.
What an ass. What makes you think that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy are going to be good at this? He cut the Twitter workforce by 80-ish%, and then now it's just making more money and it runs more efficiently. That's my qualifications. But go ahead and tear into a Democrat, you little twerp.
Tesla and Musk's exploration of space are impressive, but when it came to trimming the fat out of Twitter, what he basically did is just open the door for Nazis and Hamas.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. And he trimmed the fat. He opened the door for Nazis and Hamas. By the way, the Ayatollah had a Twitter account. All of the terrorists, the big name terrorists, they all had Twitter accounts. By the way, lots of Nazis had Twitter accounts. They were not taken off the platform. Donald Trump was. Conservatives were. Nazis and so that's what we are, Jake. We're Nazis in whatever. Yeah.
So it might be a leaner operation at Twitter, but it also made Twitter kind of a cesspool.
Damn.
Yeah, and look, I've been a leader on that, sending letters to Elon about all the anti-Semitic comments, quite frankly, that I get towards me on Twitter.
Hey, Rhett Moskowitz. Hey, I got an idea. Don't be on Twitter. You don't have to be. Perfectly their right to say anti-Semitic things. It is. The First Amendment is there for one reason and one reason only. The First Amendment is there to protect you from, your ability to speak out against the government of the United States and essentially say whatever you want that is not a direct threat of violence. Period. Say whatever you want. Call me mean names. Call me every white slur you can possibly imagine. Hey, if I don't like it, I need to get off of Twitter. Oh, I've written emails to Elon Musk. Okay, well, it's funny. You wrote emails, and he doesn't care.
At the end of the day, I think everyone in Congress is of the position that government isn't perfect, right? So I'm looking for ways to improve government. I think the American people expect us to find ways to improve government. And in some places, that may be shrinking the size of government. By the way, that used to be a Republican concept. But lately, they want more government in bedrooms. And so I'm looking to have this overall conversation. It's why I joined.
Did you hear what an idiot this guy is? We're for smaller government, but we want larger government in your bedroom. No, we want to hold accountability for your sexual actions that lead to summoning the stork. So that's not any government being in your bedroom. And shut up. Shut and up. How many states had abortion on the ballot and passed with flying colors? Exactly. Shut up, you little twerp. Oh, yeah, this guy. But he's on Doge. I might give a chance.
The caucus to go there and meet with my colleagues across the aisle. And Democrats shouldn't fear this conversation. I think there are ways to improve government, and I'm looking to do that.
Yeah, so if the government, it's a good question. So the government, apparently, I don't know. Do you have a smart home? Yes, they are. The NSA was well planted in your bedroom. Yeah. Hey, listen. I said if the government's going to be in my bedroom, I'm going to give them a show at least. Hey! It's the least I could do if they're listening in. Make it entertaining. Poor guys. This means nothing, by the way. So the celebration of Doge is going to be bipartisan. This is only going to slow Doge down. I'll put it this way. If you know the representative, because there's 400 representatives. And if you know the senator, because there are 100 of them, got that one right. Then those are the people that should not be a part of any of these. Because this guy is on TV all the time. That's all he is. He's just a little glamour hoe. And what he wants to do is he wants to be, I was in the meeting and here's what happened. I was in the meeting with this Elon guy and this Vivek, and they said they were going to do this, and I said no. That's all it is. Oh, Just come on. Yeah, get this guy out of here. Oh, we're not perfect. Not perfect? You're the worst run organization in the galaxy. We have literally, I forget what it was. There has been departments or administrations, an average of 2 since our country's founding, 2 per year. That's a crappy pace, y'all. That is a crappy pace. They're going to try to stymie it in every way, just like the bureaucrats that are running the Biden administration right now. Representative Lee, which was fantastic, actually asked, there's the department. I actually dig this. It's a lot like the Wreck-It Ralph 2 movie. You go ask the bookworm, which is essentially Google. There's a Google department in the government. It's not Google, but you can go ask them a question. Their job is to find out whatever the hell it is. I want to know the favorite meal of all vice presidents' firstborn kid since 1850. They go find that. There's a department. Senator, so my representative, Mike Lee is a representative senator. Anyway, I went to the department and said, hey, I want to know how many federal laws there are. This is their job to figure it out. Essentially, they said, we don't have the exact number. What they meant to say was we lost count at 300,000, somewhere around 300,000. So Lee said, well, I know that the president's signature has not gone on 300,000 pieces of legislation. We need to do something about this. And walks. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in absolute wrong. There we go. Kate Kamek and Rand Paul. They have introduced the executives, the Executive in Need of Scrutiny Act. Executive in Need of Scrutiny Act. Reigns. Get it? We're going to Reigns. The Reigns Act would return legislative power to Congress, check federal overreach, and ensure Americans have the tools needed to defend their rights. The Reigns Act requires Congress to approve a major federal agency rules with an impact of $100 million or more before they take effect. Here's what happened. The reason why we have 300,000 government regulations is because decades ago, these weasel punks decided to say, if we don't pass a law, we won't get in trouble when everybody's mad about it. What we can do is say, you just need to go to the IRS. That's Lois Lerner. That's her deal over there. No. You got to go to the Department of Security, Homeland Security. They changed that rule. They made that. They made that new rule. All of these laws are being passed. So basically, by the way, call your congressman, call your senator full real. Say, please don't just back this. I want you to run with this. I want you to co-sponsor this. I want you to get on this. The Reigns Act is huge. And I don't think it goes far enough because it's only on any administrative change that costs more than $100 million. Oh, okay. So everything costs now on paper. We went over budget, but it cost on paper $99 million. $99,990,999. Take a break, especially since I listen to Okay, so let me what was it? Wait on. It's about wifey. All right, being the wifey is primary lawmaker and force of the government, kind of lives in I guess that makes sense, It was a video game that Chad seems to mimic parts of the book. I would agree with that. So okay. There's obviously the bureaucracy is running the joint. That's why our commander in chief is quite literally. I'm not kidding. I'm not even saying this. He's living the last days of his life doing stupid things like go to countries and say, we're going to give you $1 billion and you get $1 billion. And I like choo-choos and I don't know where to stand. And I don't know what the hell we're doing or when to shake somebody's hand. The country's still running, not because we don't need a president of the United States. The country's still running because the bureaucracy is running. And that's what that aims to deal with right there. Yeah. The administrative state is out of control. Ron, I can't agree with you more. Let's get. I'm not going to go with this Doge guy anymore. He just is what he was. But okay, so you think that Doge is a problem for Trump and the Dems? I mean, Trump and the Republicans. Dibs on the bad name. Trump and the Republicans. Trump and the reps. California is looking to spend $20 to $40 million ramping up their law enforcement. I'm sorry, their legal team, essentially, to preemptively start suing the Trump administration for what they are going to do or what they are what they're claiming they're going to do. Here's Governor Batman.
The special session, that's a special session to focus on litigation, preparation, as it relates to the reality. It's not a theoretical exercise. We know what happened the last time Donald Trump was president. He vandalized our progress. He vandalized our programs. He broke the law. Courts adjudicated that.
Courts did not adjudicate that.
He did certain things that were unwound at the agency level that attacked this state. And so we are preparing for that. And that was the whole point, is the whole point of the special session. We're not going to be caught flat-footed, and we want to be prepared as early as January 20th, and that's why.
You're running a $3 billion budget, deficit. You're running a deficit, dude. Oh, so let's put $100 million into lawfare against the president of the United States, and elected by a landslide president of the United States. I still don't get it. I have loved ones in California, and by that I mean two, a family. And his wife just refuses. His wife, I mean, they make good money, so it's no big deal. And he makes enough. She gets to stay home. They live in Huntington Beach. She's like, why would I ever leave this? I'm not leaving this. I live in Huntington Beach. And he went to high school here in Arizona. He wants to move here so bad. Trump did get prepared. I'm telling you that. And yes, Californians are going to be flooding here. Absolutely, Alfred. They definitely will be. Talking about breaking the law. How about harboring illegals? Yeah, for years. Being a sanctuary state is breaking the law, period. You're breaking federal law. They don't care anymore. Let's jump on the Hunter Biden bandwagon just for a second. Okay, let me do a quick update on Hunter. Hunter Biden is now accused of owing $300,000 in rent and using the Secret Service, I'm not kidding, to keep the landlord out. The landlord has showed up and said, Hunter, you owe me $300,000. It was, and that's essentially 10 months. You owe me $300,000. Hunter's using the Secret Service to keep the landlord out. Because you can't in California. That's where he lives. He lives in a very prestigious beach community, and you can just squat there. He's done. He's good. He didn't have to pay. And I think 10 months ago he realized that. He's like, why am I paying this rent? Why the hell am I was daddy and the government not paying this rent? I can just stop here in California. There's nothing you can do to me. Okay. This is on top of a new thought that I had. Oh, by the way, he tried to pay the landlord. I'm not kidding. Tried to pay the landlord with his art. Which shows me that his dad is dumb enough to believe all of the stuff that they had on a teleprompter and believe it's true. That he was one of the greatest, most influential, most successful presidents of all time. And he's dumb enough to think his art actually sold for real money and not influence. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. But here's the deal. I'm still thinking that the Biden family, because Joe Biden, Dr. Joe Biden still did something with reading to kids and all this stupid stuff. And somebody's asked her, she was stepping off stage, what do you do? Do you support the Hunter pardon? Do you support the Hunter pardon? She walked back through a sea of kids and leaned all the way to the microphone to say, of course, I support that. Not because she's stepmommy. Not at all. She supports that because she is supporting her husband and the Biden family and completely laying waste to the Democrat Party. They're done. Completely laying waste. Along those lines, here's the deal. Ready for this? We now know what happens if you ignore a government subpoena to testify. Ask Steve Bannon. Ask who's the guy that looks like Bob Barker? Yeah, that guy, Stone. Ask him. Isn't it nice when Roger Stone, by the way, wasn't it nice when CNN just happened to be in front of his house when they raided his house? I just happened to be there. You go to jail. They can subpoena Hunter Biden. Here's what Hunter Biden can't do. He can't protect himself from self-incrimination. There we go. He can't plead the fifth. He can't. Because you can't plead the fifth for things that you're immune to. The Fifth Amendment just protects you from self-incrimination. That's it. If he's subpoenaed, he has to show up. If he's asked a question, he has to answer. It could be, go Ollie North and just say, I don't recall. But they have enough evidence. Do you not recall you smoking this crack pipe with this, House representative? Or no, Hunter might just go scorched earth on him. Hunter and Biden, in Joe Biden, Daddy Biden, might go completely scorched earth on him, and I have no problem with that. This is I think, a political move. So we're gonna see where it's at. You all know that I am a Supreme Court dude. I love me some Supreme Court. I know. I get Roberts this and okay. They literally have to follow the letter of the constitutionality of the law. It's not like Arizona Supreme Court when the abortion thing happened and they're like, oh, we're going to vote them out. Oh, there's no way. Oh, no, no. That's exactly what they had to do. Like, we cannot create law. This was sent back to the states. The only law on the book is from the Paleolithic era. And we have to say that that's the new law. We can't make a law. If you guys want to make a law, we'll test the constitutionality of that. But I mean, that's only if it's challenged. Make a law. And of course, they botched that. Our National Supreme Court is fantastic. It really is. I'm not a Ketanji Brown Jackson fan. Justice Jackson, if you're nasty, I'm not a fan. Sotomayor, not a fan. All the rest on my dick. I think from all rights in any interview I've seen, in any article that I've read, Elena Kagan is probably the most gifted legal mind there is. And by the way, she hired Justice Kavanaugh to have it. Yes. They follow their interpretation of the Constitution. I do agree with that, but I mean that interpretation over a pretty lengthy time is scrutinized through their coming up through the minor leagues, so to speak, right? So I mean their interpretation of that, and I mean you look at Elena Kagan, who was the head of Harvard Law, the dean of Harvard Law. She hired Justice Kavanaugh because she said he is the best conservative legal mind there is. So she needed a balance in basically her teaching because it was all just going one side. Elena Kagan is fantastic. She really, truly is. Seriously, really. My rules world. I'm working to connect a YouTube channel. Oh, working in content from a YouTube channel. All right, what do you got? All right, yeah. All the fun history stuff is coming. You're coming up with. All right, well, keep it coming. I guess because I don't reply to emails. Let me reply to an email today. I got a couple of suggestions for you. Anyway, let's keep moving on here. We got Hunter Biden all taken care of. I think that might be a political move. We'll see that. Governor Newsom is a complete asshat. But the Supreme Court is about to hear, I believe today, an argument making it essentially a United States right, kind of up there with Roe. A decision isn't a law. It's just that's kind of our rules we're going to follow because it's been challenged, so you can't challenge it when as high as you can. That 6, 7, and 8-year-olds can begin transition. That we are a nation that will make Timmy Tammy and make Jane John as early as 8 years old. This is disgusting on every level. The attorney, this is what just makes me feel like, something, I think we're all good. I think we're fine. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. It's not going to be a right. There's not going to be a right for you to transition your 8-year-old. We allow kids to drink at 21 because there's a reason for that. Can't vote till you're 18. There's a reason for that. You can't rent a car till you're 25. There's a reason for that. Should be in the same ballpark when it comes to changing your genitalia, mutilating yourself. The ACLU, by the way, which shouldn't be arguing this at all. The ACLU should not be arguing this. The American Civil Liberties Union should be following the letter of the Constitution of the United States of America. They should not be saying that this is a right, but they are. The attorney from the LGBTQIA plus minus negative AB positive crew is this person with XX chromosomes that has had so much testosterone juiced into her that she's got a mustache. By the way, I've seen a lot of, never mind. Okay, let's get to it. This is who's representing what we would call the other side.
That is banning this care for minors. So if Tennessee is successful, if the Supreme Court, in essence, sides with the government of Tennessee, I think that will open the door to the types of federal bans on this care, not only for minors, but for adults, too.
For adults, too, you think?
I do. And I think that's one of the things we should.
Never been banned in the country. Actually, Johns Hopkins was huge in doing this kind of thing. Never been banned. Sexual transition has never been banned. It has never been banned. So stop it. I'm talking about for adults. Talking about for kids. And if you keep talking about this as health care, screw you. What are you talking about this health care?
To a law that is banning this care for minors. So if Tennessee is successful, if the Supreme Court, in essence, sides with the government of Tennessee, I think that will open the door to the types of federal bans on this care, not only for minors, but for adults, too.
For adults, too, you think?
I do. And I think that's one of the things we should be really concerned about. We're hearing a lot about young people can't consent to this care, but it is their...
Where are you hearing about that? Don't say we're hearing a lot. You're going to hear AOC in just a minute. You're going to hear AOC in a minute talk about so many people ask me this question. No, they don't. Stop saying crap like this. Stop.
Parents consenting to this care. And at the end of the day, we have adults who live as transgender people like myself, who have families, who are part of communities, who are part of this society. And
no one cares. Cool. Let trans people be a part of every community. My neighborhood. I don't care. I really don't care. I met 2 gay dudes the other night walking Aussie. Their dog was cool as hell. I was like, I want to be their friends. I want to have our dogs hang out. I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care who you want to be. Keep it to yourself and stop giving me this crap. Like, did you know there's trans people in your community? Yeah. Trans people in my church. Like, who cares? It's never been banned and it's never succeeded. That's right. It's funny if having certain genitalia doesn't make you a boy or a girl, how does changing the genitalia change it? Back to this slappy.
If the incoming administration bans our health care, that is essentially excise.
That's not banning healthcare, dude. You are that changing your sex is not healthcare. Unless your boy parts are going to explode in a certain amount of time and we need to remove them from you, that's healthcare. Other than that, not healthcare. If you have breast cancer, remove the breast. That's healthcare. That's healthcare. Healthcare because I want to be a girl or a boy is not healthcare.
Us from this country.
Chase Strangio, thank you so much, and appreciate you being here.
Jake's just like, get the hell out of here. Even Jake Taber's like, who put this guy in my show? Yes, here. I guess they're going to say he's going to reply to my email. Here we go with the emails. Y'all, I got a mind to do it right now. I got a mind to pull this thing up right now. Oh, no. That's a Word document. I told you, don't let me push buttons. Where the hell is the mail icon? What am I doing here? Oh, there it is right there. All right. I got one from Nomad Grills. See here. Oh, you got to scroll way down because, I wasn't answering it. I'm sorry. All right. Oh, see, it's a YouTube link. I can't watch the YouTube links right here. But anyway, I will respond to your email. This I commit to. I did say we'd get to AOC too, because AOC is, what's the day without AOC? What's everybody so afraid of? It's like, who's afraid of the big bad wolf, right? What I don't understand why the country is scared, or part of the country is scared. This makes no sense to me. Oh, Mike, you voted for Trump. You're okay with all the fascist, evil dictator things he's going to do. He's not. I love the whole, best argument. He's going to go after his political enemies. Oh, I'm so scared. You mean like they just did for the last 4 years? How many Jan 6 guys are in jail right now? In prison, in solitary, no trial? How many people are getting raided? How many people their house is getting raided today because they were just there? It's absurd. How many people getting that they were there, but they posted something online about Biden being, a walking dead guy? Oh, got to go raid that guy. Is that Jan 6? Something, that's not response. Yeah, thank you, Brandon. See, the poor guy can't even find the tab. He launched a Word document. Thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. Just like children, they're scared when the father tells them to put the toys away. Yeah, all right, let's go to AOC. Same thing. Watch this.
All the time. And
hold on a second here. Let me go.
People all the time.
She gets this question from people all the time. That when people say that, especially narcissistic little idiots like this, that say, oh, I get this question all the time. They don't get this question all the time. They want to make a point. They want to present themselves and frame themselves as a victim or a champion of something. So they start it with, I get this question all the time. No, you do not. Listen to the question, by the way. This narcissistic freak show. Listen to this.
And one of the most common questions that people ask me
all the time
is, where do you get the courage?
Yes, that's what people ask you all the time. Where do you get the courage? For what? You are a bartender, Sandy Cortez. You are a bartender. You answered a casting call. What do you mean courage for what? Reading and trying to sound intelligent? Is that what courage you're looking at? Oh, please.
Like, where do you get courage to do things?
Oh, to do things. Things.
And
all the time.
I'm always taken aback by that question because it doesn't feel like courage to me. And by that I mean it's fear. It's fear. I'm scared all the time too. And this moment and these moments are not about ignoring your fear. It's not about setting it aside. For me, I can't set aside fear. I'm scared all the time. Sometimes the actions that I take or the decisions that we're making, they're huge. They're enormous. They are life and death for people.
No, they're not. One, two, you are one of 435 people. One. Dude, you are so insignificant when it comes to the House of Representatives. If you are not on a committee, if you are not the committee, you have zero power. None. Oh, the decisions we're making. Shut up. You're one vote of 435.
And I have moments where I'm terrified. But what you do with that fear,
show me, girl, show me,
is that you look at that fear.
Come on, Tony
and
Robbins.
You turn it into fuel.
Oh.
Because fear, what does fear do? Even on a physical level, take a step back. Feel your fear. Really feel it. Don't push it aside. Don't try to push it down.
I can't anymore. I can't with this one. Holy. Show me on the dolly where this man hurt you. Jeez and rice, you guys, check this out. All right. So going along those lines, and she is insufferable, right? Absolutely the worst. Listen to this. I don't understand why everyone is scared. And I have a point with this one. I know we're running out of time. Here we go.
So Trump basically gave small men the ability and the courage to be misogynistic and hateful and say shit like your body, my choice, and you won't have a choice and you.
Hey, by the way, anyone by a show of hands, who heard somebody say your body, my choice in celebrating a Trump win? Anyone? That's who you're hanging out with? Okay, there's a pattern here.
You'll bear my child whether you like it or not. And
you'll bear my child whether you like it or not. How about keep your legs closed? Sorry, I'm sorry. Was that too blunt? Oh, you're going to bear my child whether you want to or not. You had half of the summoning of the stork. Oh, yeah. It seems like she's reading. That's a good point, Chris.
Comments are so gross. The things that men say to women are so gross.
Oh, they are they?
And I don't know why more men don't come to defense of women. I don't know why men witness aggressions towards women and they just stand idly by and do nothing.
Okay, can I help you, sister? I'd really love to help you here. The reason why I want to help you in this is because you keep saying you don't know why men stand idly by. You don't know why men don't defend women. You don't know why men are able to say these types of things because you have the wrong definition of a man. You have no idea what a man is. Apparently, you don't have any men in your life because a man would do absolutely none of that. And no men I hang out with would ever do anything like that. And a man, and all men that I hang out with, and the man I am, would gladly step up and defend any female's honor, physical protection, anything. That's what men do. See, what you're hanging out with are boys. They're not even boys. They're little beta males that allow this to happen, and you think this is because of Donald Trump? I'm telling you that the people you're speaking of did not vote for Donald Trump. The people you're speaking of voted for Kamala Harris. The beta males that allow any woman to be mistreated in their presence will never be men. See what else you got to say.
I don't understand it because in my many years of existing as a woman, I've only had it happen twice where I went to a man and expressed that I was uncomfortable or this man was making me uncomfortable or this man did something where they actually stood up to them.
Exactly. What a man does. Not one of us here. Truman, Lynn, Alfred, Grizz, all y'all. Telling you. You guys are all included in this. I know you guys. You guys would be right there. Hell yeah. Scotty, you'll be right there. If a woman came up to you and said, excuse me, this man is making me feel very uncomfortable. It's like, hi, you're my new pretend girlfriend for a few minutes. Hang tight. I got you. It's this acceptance, especially she's not speaking for just herself. I'm telling you, she is speaking for a large swath of females in America that think that this whole toxic masculinity and men should be a certain way and they should, fall into a certain category and not the real category that their genetics and their core tells them to be, mistakenly identifying them as real men. We will defend her, even her, as insufferable as AOC and this woman is, in a heartbeat, we would defend them. Ask for nothing in return. Just do what a man does. And no, we're not walking up to you and saying, Trump won, your body, my choice. No one is. Stop making garbage up and getting online and acting like a victim. Again, victimhood is the #1 currency in the United States. Victimhood. Hands down. Don't believe me? Go back and look at the Jussie Smollett case. Victimhood is the #1 currency. Dude did it for contract negotiations. Do you guys want to get it? Let's see what else she's got here.
Most of the time, men just shrug it off like, oh, that's your problem. Or
not men.
You could take care of yourself, which I fucking can.
Oh.
But I don't understand why more men don't have the courage to stick up to these small men who think that they can do whatever they want and say whatever they want to women. And I'm fucking sick of it. I just fucking delete and block these comments. I don't even entertain them.
Are you someone? I don't get it. I don't know who she is. I have no idea who she is. But yeah, she's someone now. Tell you that much. She had a problem to actually wait, and she meets it. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm telling you, man. And that's the whole thing, especially about American men. It blows me away with all of this protest. The protest of from anything. And by the way, going to Sandy Cortez, you live at, what are you afraid of? You actually live in a nation that you can go on to the interwebs and say these stupid things. You can. That little dude from the person from the ACLU can go on and be like, I was a woman, now I'm a man, now I'm an attorney saying I'm going to transition 8-year-olds. You can do that in the United States and not get arrested or killed. That's a good question, Chris. That's actually a deep question. Would she stand up for a man? I bet probably. I'd want her on my side, though, with those nails. Yeah, get going on. I don't surround myself. I don't keep such company, Truman. Yes, I don't keep such company either. Can we get to the Prime Minister of Poland? This dude's done had it in a General Assembly. He's done had it with American industrial military complex. He's done. Listen to this, and they for sure. And Rhonda, of course, we'd be right there with you. This guy's the most anti-war dude. Like, why are we following this Biden dude and all this? Listen, this guy's tearing us, and they try to shut him down. Watch how they shut him down when he goes, I don't want to go to war. We don't want to go to war. Listen to this.
Question is, why should we go to each and every war that the United States wants to send us to? Why should we fight trade wars, proxy wars, wars of terror instigated by the United States of America, both previous and future administration? We can easily see that Mr. Biden is trying to put the world on fire to leave some unpleasant surprises for his successor. Serbia, Syria, Georgia, why should we fight these wars?
We cannot address more questions, sorry, because the time of questions and the catch that I was before.
But there was no answer.
Yeah, you didn't answer me.
There was no answer.
If I can, your question was about China?
My question was, well, why is the United States of America always choosing friends and enemies for Europe?
Yeah.
And are we really obliged to follow each time against China, Russia, Iran, Korea, North, obviously?
Okay.
No more words.
Thank you. We leave it like this and we give him back only if you would like to answer.
No, I'm not here to answer for the United States. I'm here to answer for the European Union. And the question that was asked was why we are closer in our position to the United States.
Nope, that's not why.
It's simply because of China's support to Russia when it comes to Russia's illegal.
So we're going to go send kids to die.
This is not any.
Sorry, you are not allowed anymore to have the word. Sorry, you have
Can't
your
have
turn, and
no
that will make a lot of differences with the rest of the speakers here. Thank you.
They shut his tuchus down. Good for you, Poland. Good, dude. Yeah, this guy's giving little dictator top, giving him missiles and saying, yeah, throw those at Russia. The nations around there are like, we don't want this. What the hell are you guys doing? Let Russia have Ukraine. We don't care. Why do we care? Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. So, yay, Poland. Good job. So a little decompression there because I too. Why are we going to war? Why are we doing this? Why are we jumping on this bandwagon? What's happening here? Everybody, back it up. Pull the entire military back just for a little bit and just say, hey, we got some stuff to work on here in the United States. You want to help us out? It's an idea. It's a thought. All right, y'all. You guys are the best. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a good day, and hopefully we can crush it again tomorrow. Happy hump day to you guys, and we'll do this again tomorrow right here on In Other News. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.